So Andrew Tate will officially be facing trial in the UK. And it's actually going to be a very important case for the UK justice system. It's going to set a precedent for coercive control. Because for those of you guys that don't know, the coercive control law was only actually brought into effect in 2015. And for those of you that don't know what coercive control is, it's basically like, you know, if you've got a girlfriend and you control her life, you say, no, you can't go here, you can't go there, you can't go to work, you can't go here. Like, you know what I mean? Coercive control. And coercive control is not easy to prove. The trial date has been set for early 2027. One woman has accused Tate of strangling and whipping her with a belt in 2015. She has also alleged he pointed a gun in her face and said, I'm a boss. I'm a fucking G. You're going to do as I say or there'll be hell to pay. I think that was a decent Andrew Tate impression there. And Anne Studd, King's Counsel, representing the woman. So yeah, they've got a very good lawyer, as you can see. Told the judge it was thought to be the first occasion that coercive control was brought before the High Court in a civil context. And this is the case because this law has only been around since 2015. I think I'm right. I'll correct myself on the screen if I'm wrong. The judge said they're seeking damages likely to reach 6 figures. Well, no shit. If you've got a KC working on this and you're suing someone as high profile as Andrew Tate, I would think that goes without saying. But in the UK, it's different, man. If this was in America, we'd be talking millions of dollars, bro. And it says the judge allowed the women to rely on evidence from one expert on why victims of sexual violence do not always bring claims precipitously. Precipitously? I've never heard that word before. What on earth? How do you even say it? Precipitously. Precipitously means in a very steep, sudden, or hasty manner. Okay, this word just seems extra, you know? But you learn something new every day, and some of you guys might have just learned a new word. Precipitously. I hope I said that right.
Precipitously.
Yeah, I said it right. British pronunciation. American.
Precipitously.
Practice. I can actually practice. No way. Oh, I can only practice in American. Let me try. Precipitously. 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 Bro, shut up.
Precipitously.
Refused to allow them to rely on a second expert on coercive control. Studd had said expert evidence was needed so the court had the whole picture, describing coercive control as a form of grooming and manipulation where the victim becomes less and less able to respond in what might be perceived as a normal way. In particular, she may not leave even if the door is open, which this is true. Coercive control does that. And as we've heard in like leaked voice notes with Andrew Tate and leaked course video, the guy's pretty much like giving you a tutorial on how to coercively control women. It's mad. Like, it's actually mad he was doing that. I'm putting this stuff out there. But the guy's 38 and this law was only introduced in 2015. So when he was younger, this wasn't actually like illegal. Obviously it's illegal, but like there wasn't a law in the UK in place to actually protect, you know what I'm saying? Bedfordshire police are seeking to arrest the Tate brothers in relation to allegations of rape and trafficking dating between 2012 and 2015. 2 men deny all accusations against them. And the judge did not let the lawyers claim the costs of traveling to Romania to take statement. The lawyers, man, these lawyers just want to get as much as they can. They try claim the expenses for making the flight to Romania. And flights to Romania are like £50, bro. They're not expensive. They're not expensive. But the judge said he has traveled to the United States and Dubai recently. There is no reason he cannot travel to the UK. I think that's unfair. If I'm innocent, we're innocent until proven guilty here, you know what I mean? Even though this is a civil case and the outcome is based on the balance of probability. But I'm sure you guys remember, like, way back, I'm not sure the exact details, but I remember Andrew Tate was accused of some things way back in the day, and the CPS actually didn't prosecute him due to lack of evidence. And I think now it's the same women who have decided to pursue him civilly. And you might be thinking, well, if the CPS didn't have enough evidence to prosecute him, how are they able to go through this civilly? How has the High Court decided to set a trial date for this when the CPS won't prosecute? Well, the burden of proof in civil cases is much lower. In criminal court, it's proof beyond a reasonable doubt. But in civil court, they go off of the balance of probabilities. That's how they handle things in county court, you know? But this case will be tried in the High Court because it's a high amount of money, because it's over 6 figures, and because it's going to be a precedent-setting case. And because it's going to be one of the first cases of its kind, can't really do it in a county court, because in county court, it's not just balance of probabilities, they also go off of past cases, past outcome. I think one of the first of its time here, this happened in Scotland. Quite a lot of things happen in Scotland. The CPS didn't have enough evidence to prosecute her, so she went ahead and sued him civilly, and she won. She got £120,000, which, considering what was done to her, is absolutely freaking nothing. In what is only the second ruling of its kind in recent Scottish legal history, a sheriff in Edinburgh found on Thursday that Sean Diamond, 28, a serving soldier in the British Army, raped the woman after she fell asleep, fully clothed on a friend's sofa in 2015. And in civil cases, if you have a judge who's biased against you, then you're screwed, because it's just basically deciding, okay, balance of probabilities, okay, yeah, we think you did it. That's all it is. Because remember, guys, it's innocent until proven guilty. You know what I mean? The things against Andrew Tate are terrible, and trust me, guys, bro, with all the stuff leaked about him anyway, he's not somebody I'm too fond of myself. Like, a lot of his ideology is just very, very, very bad. You know, I don't agree with it. But he's yet to be found criminally guilty. So even if the court does rule civilly that he did it, he's not been found criminally liable. So you can't even then say, yo, he did it. It's a sticky one, man, but it just keeps on getting worse for Andrew Tate. Because if he manages to wriggle his way out of the charges in Romania, then he's going to have to come to the UK to face charges, because the Bedfordshire police are already trying to arrest him for something else. And one thing I think that's unfair is that they're trying to penalize him for not flying to the UK to speak. Like, what do you expect? But guys, again, I'm going to give a shout out to Gadget. He covers Andrew Tate a lot. I get a lot of my information from him. I watched a little bit of this video, but I did my own research on this. But yeah, let's see this. The victim's lawyer speaks out.
We'll be going to trial in January 2027. It's not as soon as we would like, but it is going to trial, and nothing's going to prevent that from happening. The consequence of that is, right now, these are the only live proceedings in which Andrew Tate will be facing justice. The Romanian prosecution appears to have fallen apart. The UK government is doing nothing to seek his extradition from overseas. This is the only forum in which Andrew Tate is going to be held to account for those allegations that have been made against him.
Why they can't extradite him if the CPS hasn't got enough evidence to prosecute him now? I don't even know if the UK can extradite someone for civil proceedings either. I don't know about that, but no. With the amount of accusations, with the amount of stuff coming out, you know, I will always keep saying it's innocent until criminally proven guilty. But if there's somebody who everybody accuses as being a robber, somebody who steals, somebody who's terrible, somebody who constantly gets called that, and they say it's unprovoked, and they've never been criminally charged for theft in their life, I think you'd be stupid to trust that person and think they're not going to rob you. Same applies to this, because these are some serious allegations, and there's a lot of, you know, evidence out there to back up these claims. Like, this is a grown-ass man talks about getting with girls my younger sister's age. I'll never forget when I saw one video where Tristan Tate, his brother, was justifying a story that came out about him and a 17-year-old girl. He said, oh, she was my friend. It's like, bruv, you're pushing 40. How are you friends with a 17-year-old girl? Like, I don't even understand. What do you even have to talk about with a 17-year-old girl, bro? I just find that stuff weird, bro. Like, I would never associate with people who are on stuff like that. It's just weird. Even me, I'm 23. Me getting with a girl who's under 20, I'd find weird. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but just maturity levels, age difference, you know, like, it's just, I just wouldn't, the conversation would just be so dead and pointless. Like, why? Unless I want to manipulate her and control and this, because, bro, manipulating girls younger than you is very freaking, it's scary how easy it is. It's ridiculous. And imagine a 40-year-old, someone pushing 40 with a 17-year-old girl who's probably got no father. It's just messed up, bro. It's just messed up. So even the things that aren't technically illegal, it just makes me think these men are very, very weird. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this situation in the comments section below. Do you think Andrew Tate and his brother are weirdos? Do you think they're actually somehow completely innocent, even with all of this stuff around their names, even with all of the stuff that's come out, the recordings, the videos of him explaining how you control a woman and stuff like that? Do you think he's still innocent? If you do, let me know in the comment section below, and please explain yourself. Do you think he's going to be found not guilty and he's going to somehow get away with all of this? Chung Lee reckons he's going to get away with everything except the civil case in the UK in 2027. And you know what, Chung Lee? I actually agree. I don't think he's going to get found guilty of anything. You know, I really don't. Because it's been so long, you know, and they had him, like, if they had something on him, they would have done it by now if they had enough evidence. So if you guys want to see more about Andrew Tate, you know, somebody who literally gives live updates on everything to do with his case and explains things that these guys lie about, we do lie a lot, be sure to check out Gadget's channel. It's a good channel. It's actually kind of entertaining. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace and love, guys.